Welcome back to the Start Virtual Podcast, where smart delegation meets real business growth. I'm your host, Daryl, and today we're diving into something deceptively simple, a conversation. Today we're zooming in on the very first step of that journey, which is the discovery call. Why does this matter? Well, that's because cookie-cutter solutions don't solve real problems, but a well-structured conversation is one that uncovers your pain points and goals. And it can also unlock tailored support that actually moves the needle. So, joining me today are our fearless growth specialists here in Start Virtual. We got here Parco. Hey, Parco.
Hi, guys.
We have here Anne as well, customer service and inbound sales assistant.
At your service.
There you go. Last but not the least, the man behind all of our growth conversations and success stories from our clients, a growth specialist here, George. Hey, George.
What's up, guys? Happy to be here.
Yep, happy to have you here as well, George. These are the three team members who've led hundreds of these calls and helped clients find clarity, calm, and growth. Let's get into it. Let's start with the word consultative lead generation or consultative selling, as they call it. Anyone who actually knows what that means?
Yeah, it's all about service first thinking. Instead of pushing a product, we ask, how can we help this business thrive? We're not here to sell, but we're here to solve.
Exactly. It's actually the opposite of, transactional marketing. So we're not just checking boxes here. We're listening, we probe, and, understand the full picture.
Totally agree. And it's very important, right, that you have a clear understanding of what your client or potential client is looking for, or what are their needs, what success looks like for them, right? And not just, trying to do kind of like a survey kind of approach, going through questions, and even worse, making it sound like an interrogation. So, Marco, can you share some of the questions we typically ask?
Yeah, for sure. Things like what's taking up most of your time right now? What else? Where do you feel stuck or overwhelmed? And what would success look like in the next 6 months? So these open-ended questions help us uncover what's really going on beneath the surface.
Sounds great. Any other questions you typically ask, George, since you're more exposed to these every single day?
Yeah, we dig into pain points. Are they drowning in admin, struggling with invoicing, and a whole lot more? And or are they losing, sales because of poor follow-ups?
That makes sense.
Just like George mentioned earlier, we dig in everything. So we have to figure out the full picture of their business.
100%. And Parco, any other things that we're doing during the discovery call?
Yeah, basically we wanted to know where the clients are at, like if they're just starting out, or if they're used to it, if they already have a system going on, and if there are tweaks we can add in the system that's going to be part of the discussion during the discovery calls.
Perfect. And yeah, I totally agree, because not all clients would have the same problems. Not all clients would have the same pain points, right? Not all clients would have the same level of preparedness, budget, or not all of them are new or has been doing it for several years already. So their tenure is also one of the factors that we have to look at, which means not everyone needs the same exact solution, right? That's why we also have different offers here in Start Virtual based on what we were able to uncover from these discovery calls, right?
Correct.
Okay, so let's move on to the next thing that I want to talk about, which is matching them with the right solution. Not just the VA, right? Because matching them with the right VA is one. But the question is, how do we tailor what our offering to the actual problem they have and make sure that it resolves that problem, right? So let's talk more about that. How do we match solutions, George?
Yeah, so once we understand the pain points of these business owners, we recommend the right type of VA, we recommend the right type of program that they'd be in. Really depends on what would be a good fit, from admins to real estate VAs to CRM specialists and and all of
Right. So, and also if finances are messy, of course, we bring in our bookkeeping team. So we help our clients clean up their cash flows and, and finally understand their real numbers.
One example, actually, a client came in asking for admin help.
Mm-hmm.
During the call, we realized that they had like no financial visibility. So we started with bookkeeping, and then within 3 months, they doubled their revenue because they could finally make informed decisions.
Totally agree. Yeah, I heard about that client. And that's exactly the power of probing or asking the right questions and the power of listening at the same time. It's not enough that you're just asking the questions or you're just listening. It has to be both, right? So you can come up with the right things to offer or options for the client at least. And of course, the right match leads to real results, not just busy work. Because that's the last thing that we want. That the VA we offer would actually cause more problems than solutions to the client. So let's now talk about what happens after the discovery call.
So we don't disappear. We check in and then adjust the support as the business evolves and stay flexible.
Right, that's true.
and really it's not about just closing or providing them any type of VAs, right? It's really about building a partnership. Once we provide the VA, it doesn't really stop there. We hold their hand and we share their success stories and all their struggles at the same time.
Totally agree. And the good thing about our service is after the discovery call, we schedule them for an onboarding, which is just like what George mentioned, holding their hand, making sure that we're on the same page with their expectations for the VA, and we set the right expectations there as well. If they're not ready with the tools yet, we can even offer assistance with that, setting up the tools for them, making sure they have enough leads, if that's a cold calling type of gig, or setting up their tools same way. If it's bookkeeping, of course, we want to make sure everything's integrated, and there's a very good way of communicating that will be very convenient and effective for both the bookkeeping VA and of course the client. And some of our longest clients started with just one VA. And I think the other thing that we're doing is helping them grow their business, right, George? Can you share more about some success stories that you recall wherein we were able to help them hire additional VAs in the long run?
Yeah, right. There is plenty, but what really marks or that's really amazing for me is there's a team, we call it is a dream team. Originally I met them about 3-4 years ago, and there was just we hired a couple of VAs to start out with, and fast track now they have about 10 VAs on their team. Really
love that. And I mean, as they grow, that only goes to show that our VAs are helping with that growth, right?
exactly.
If they're effective, especially if they're cold calling. The fact that they can afford multiple VAs mean that they have the budget now compared to when they started, when they had that initial discovery call with George or the team. So sometimes expanding and ramping is actually not just a sign of growth, but it's also a solution, especially if it's starting to become overwhelming, right? And we're not limited to just cold calling. What are the other services that we offer, Anne?
Aside from bookkeeping service, anything that we can do remotely, we can actually help your businesses, such as like what you mentioned, like doing administrative tasks, email management, e-commerce, of course, we have that. Again, anything that we can do remotely, Start Virtual will be glad to help you with your business.
Of that. And Parco, you also help with affiliate program, right? Do you want to give us a bit of an idea for those who are listening right now from our viewers here in the podcast, what that affiliate program is? Because this is open to everyone, not just our existing clients, right? We can actually extend our affiliate offer to anyone who's interested, especially to those who has the network or a following of small to medium-sized business owners. We'll be more than happy to give you another revenue stream that is passive. So, Marco, you want to talk more about that?
Yep, for sure. So our affiliate program, as Daryl mentioned, it's not just for our own clients, it's open for everyone. Basically, we will be providing you a unique link if you sign up to our affiliate program. And what's going to happen is if you refer someone and sign up to our services, you'll be getting a percentage of whatever they're going to be paying on their monthly invoice. And the thing about there is, as long as your referral stays with us, you'll be getting incentives monthly with us. So, and it's definitely an additional revenue stream, because if you're able to refer more, you'll be earning more as well. And as Daryl mentioned as well, and George mentioned earlier, most of our clients, they just test the waters at first, and then once everything's rolling, once they get their pays, then they tend to get more VAs. And again, that's going to still be part of of your incentives if you're already part of the affiliate program.
100%. The beauty of this is we're also, more than happy to provide some materials you can use. All you need to do is really promote our service to your network or let us in. Give us access so we can do the job for you of promoting. George sometimes joins some networking events online or some Zoom sessions with some of our affiliates, and that's helping that affiliate with their goal of adding more referrals and earning more as well, because he doesn't need to do anything anymore. It just needs to let George in, and George will do the rest, and find the right solutions for the people within that affiliates network. This is a great way to help your friends and colleagues who are in need of help, because you never know, maybe they're already struggling so much with time-consuming tasks that they're not supposed to be doing in the first place, right? Because the focus of all business owners is to grow their empire, is to make more sales. And you can't do that if you're the one who's actually trying to sit on your desk and call 8 hours a day, hoping for someone to pick up, or do those pesky admin tasks that's time-consuming, right? You should be hiring someone who is an expert on doing those and generate those leads for you, or make your life easier, or handle your finances better with our bookkeeping service. So thank you so much, guys. We've unpacked a lot in here. Thank you. I appreciate you sharing all your expertise with me today here on the call. I hope, guys, that you've learned a lot from this session. And if you are feeling overwhelmed by your business operations, this is your sign. Book a free discovery call with Start Virtual. Just go to startvirtual.com and you can actually just choose which type of service you need and schedule that discovery call. You'll be talking to George here, and he will, match you with the right solution. No pressure, no sales pitch. Just consult him, like what we call it. It's a free consultation call or a free discovery call. We just want to see how we can help, or if we are not the right match, then we'll let you know, and we'll often give you some recommendations that will help you. So just a real conversation about what's holding you back and how we can help. So visit again, startvirtual.com, or click the link in the comment section. As we upload this, you will find it there. And if you know someone who's drowning in admin or struggling with their books and needs help with some cold calling or appointment setting, share this episode with them right now. It might be the turning point they need. Thank you so much, and see you guys on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Click here to subscribe.
Audio Jungle.